Having with us live, Siska Becker from Mini Studio, Wisma BNI 46 Jakarta. Hi Siska, how are you? What do you have for us today? Go ahead, Siska.
Hi Uli, good afternoon and greetings from TV RI World Studio right here at the Media Center for the 56 AMM and PMC in Jakarta. Today's been a very busy day at the event as our Foreign Minister Ibu Retno Marsudi welcomed heads of delegates from ASEAN member countries this morning for the very first meeting of the event, the meeting of the Commission of Sean WFZ, where the main topic of discussion was nuclear weapons, followed by the ASEAN Foreign Ministers Interface meeting with AICHR representatives. And then later in the day, Ibu Retno also spearheaded the ASEAN Foreign Minister plenary session, which concluded earlier today, Uli. So Uli, there are a lot of grounds to cover, so let me start with our first report. In her opening remarks, Foreign Affairs Minister Ibu Retno Marsudi again touched upon the importance of maintaining peace and stability in the region. It has been the foundation to turn the region into epicentrum of growth. Therefore, the minister reminded the need to keep Southeast Asia as a region free of nuclear weapons. Let's have a listen.
The maintenance of peace and stability in the region is our priority. It is our foundation to turn the region into the epicentrum of growth. Therefore, we must keep Southeast Asia as a region free of nuclear weapons. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Colleagues, we keep hearing warnings about the possible use of nuclear weapons. We also see nuclear power remains part of some countries' military doctrine, including in our region. We know fully well we cannot be truly safe with nuclear weapons in our region. No weapon is more powerful and destructive than nuclear weapons. And with nuclear weapons, we are only one miscalculation away from apocalypse and global catastrophe. So we look forward to working with you.
So one of the biggest headlines from today is from a statement made by Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi, who said ASEAN has a strong political will to make ASEAN a nuclear weapon-free region.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Retno Marsudi stated that Southeast Asia must remain a region free of nuclear weapons. Foreign Minister Retno conveyed this when chairing the meeting of the Commissions of the Southeast Asia Nuclear Weapon Free Zone. At the meeting, Minister Retno said the risk of using nuclear weapons use is higher today than at any time in recent history. According to Minister Retno Marsudi, Southeast Asia is still not a truly safe region as long as there are countries that have nuclear weapons.
Setelah kita melakukan diskusi cukup panjang, terbuka, pada akhirnya kita melihat adanya satu kesamaan, yaitu bahwa ASEAN memiliki political will yang kuat untuk terus menjadikan Asia Tenggara kawasan yang bebas dari senjata nuklir. Nah, kita akan melanjutkan berkomunikasi satu sama lain, antara lain juga akan menugaskan para negosiator kita untuk kembali melihat karena ada beberapa kalimat dalam paragraf yang belum dapat disetujui.
At the meeting, ASEAN Foreign Minister reaffirmed the political will to urge nuclear weapon states to accede to the Shamfast Treaty Protocol. The meeting also discussed the review of implementations of the Plan of Action to strengthen implementations of Shamfast Treaty.
Now, the main topic of discussion from today's meeting is the issue of human rights. Foreign Affairs Minister Retno Marsudi said that differences should not be an excuse to abandon pressing human rights issue in the ASEAN region. Marking the 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Foreign Affairs Minister Retno Marsudi said that all countries, including ASEAN, must be able to utilize the momentum to recommit to the values enshrined in the declaration. Let's have a listen to what Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi has to say about the issue.
We must utilize this momentum to recommit ourselves to the values enshrined in the declaration. Our differences should not be an excuse for us to abandon pressing human rights issues in our own region. Despite complexity on the ground, ASEAN must not waver. We must continue nurturing cooperation based on good faith and willingness to learn from each other. ASEAN must focus on two areas. First, fostering the habit of dialogue. Despite differences, ASEAN must utilize dialogue in ensuring continuous progress on human rights front. ASEAN human rights dialogue is a testament of ASEAN maturity to engage in frank and open dialogue without naming and shaming. It is therefore important for it to be conducted regularly. We are therefore aiming for a leaders' declaration on the ASEAN human rights dialogue. Second, projecting ASEAN values globally. Colleagues, major crises and rivalries exacerbate human rights challenges globally. ASEAN must set an example and project its values globally in prioritizing constructive engagement over finger-pointing exercises. ASEAN must also unite in rejecting politicization and double standard, while proving our ability to tackle issues within our own backyard. In this regard, it is vital for ICHR to continue to evolve and improve. Its work must go beyond capacity-building activities and an impactful homegrown initiative. I thank you very much, and I look forward to having a fruitful discussion with all of you. So before I proceed to the closed session, I would like to kindly request the media to vacate the meeting room. Thank you very much, colleague from the media.
Foreign Affairs Minister Ibu Retno Marsudi, in her opening remark, underlined the importance of maintaining security and regional stability. In her remarks, Foreign Affairs Minister said the current situation is a result of a systematic effort to build an inclusive regional architecture anchored in the habit of dialogue and collaboration based on the principles of the UN Charter, ASEAN Charter, and international law. Let's again have a listen to what Ibu Retno Marsudi have to say.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Colleagues, my sisters and my brothers, more than 5 decades, we have enjoyed peace, stability, and prosperity in our region. We cannot take this for granted. Peace does not fall from the sky. It is the result of a systematic effort to build an inclusive regional architecture, anchored in the habit of dialogue and cooperation, based on the principle of the UN Charter, ASEAN Charter, and international laws. This is a key trademark of ASEAN. We are open for cooperation without alienation. ASEAN-led processes are a clear manifestation of this commitment. We have invested immensely and we must maintain it, particularly now amidst more complex challenges. So we have no choice but to show that ASEAN can navigate the regional and global dynamics and continue to instill the paradigm of collaboration. We can only achieve this if we maintain ASEAN unity and centrality. And there are 2 important ways forward. First, ASEAN can only matter if it has credibility. This means consistent implementation of ASEAN Charter, including on decision-making processes in emergency situations. We must prove that united we can address existing challenges, while also ready to anticipate and respond
to future challenges. This is why long-term ASEAN vision is crucial. Second, ASEAN can only matter if it remains at the driver's seat in navigating regional dynamics. We need to send a clear message that ASEAN will never be a proxy in great powers rivalry. TEC must be abided by all, and ASEAN must be at the forefront in building inclusive regional architecture. We must emphasize any unilateralism must be building block for peace, stability, and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific. And this is why we need to expand our inclusive engagement with other regions, the whole strategic landscape of the Indo-Pacific, including the Pacific Island Forums and the Indian Ocean Rim Association. Further, we need to move beyond confidence-building measures and take bold steps to deter any potential conflict and aggressively waging for peace through preventive diplomacy. Only through this can ASEAN continue to matter and become the epicentrum of growth. Colleagues, the plenary session today will address these important matters and preparation, of course, for the upcoming summit. And before we start our closed session, I kindly request the media to leave the room. Thank you very much, colleague from the media.
After presiding over the ASEAN Foreign Minister Meeting plenary session, Indonesian Foreign Minister Retno Marsudi has been scheduled to hold bilateral meetings of the sidelines of the ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting or post-ministerial conference on 11th to 14th of July 2023.
The bilateral meetings will be held with India, New Zealand, Russia, Australia, China, Japan, Korea, European Union, the UK, and Canada. Meetings will also be held with the United States, member of the ASEAN Plus 3, member of the East ASEAN Summit, and members of the ASEAN Regional Forum. The schedule, however, will be dynamic as the meetings will be arranged in accordance with the respective agenda of individual countries. Meanwhile, the meeting of ASEAN foreign ministers will begin today, and Retno hints that there will be 3 plenary meetings tomorrow. They are the meetings of the Commissions of Southeast Asia Nuclear Weapon Free Zone, the interface meeting between ASEAN and the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commissions on Human Rights Representative, and the plenary sessions of the foreign ministers.
Allow me to count in 3.
So, Uli, that is our last report from today's proceeding. But although all the meetings have concluded, Uli, as you can see behind me, there are hundreds of international journalists, and the room is completely buzzing as our colleagues here from various international media outlets are preparing their coverage from all the meetings that happened today and to prepare for tomorrow, the second day of AMM and PMC. As for us, Uli, as we are the host broadcaster of ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting, of course, we'll always be ready to give the latest updates and in-depth analysis of the topics that are being discussed in the meetings, especially for tomorrow, the 56th ASEAN Foreign Affairs Meeting retreat session. So for now, back to you in the studio, Uli. Thank you.